and it's Reese from RJC Models here with some exciting news. I say news, it's the next build, which is the Tamiya 12 scale Honda RA273. So this one is going to be an absolute beastie. This was actually chosen, the build was actually chosen by my followers and everyone over on Facebook. So they chose that kit for me to build as this next video build series. So what I'll do is I'll move the camera down so you can come and see the bench, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so the start of this one is actually on the cockpit in the car itself. So the first bits we need, let's just put this that way because this is the next bit. The bits we need are actually these two big bits just here. So, excuse me, let's just put this light a bit so you can see it a bit better. There we go. Whoops, a daisy. There we go. So these two big bits here, and excuse me. What I'll be doing is, so this is A1 and A2. These are parts we need to start off with. I'll be painting these first because you have to actually do the on these old F1 cars. They used to have little shifters, so you used to knock up and down like synchro mesh. I think, yeah, synchro mesh, just up and down. So what I'm going to do is, it actually calls for a semi-gloss black to paint these in, even on the inside here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off and I'm going to paint these inside bits here semi-gloss black, and then cut them off the sprue. Actually, I want to cut them off the sprue now for you so you can get a better idea. So I cut that off there. So just inside here, this little bit here needs to be semi-gloss black. So what I'll do is I'll go off and I will paint that on both sides for you, and then I'll come back and show you how I'm getting on. Okay, so off to the side here, as you can see, I've got the two sides of the vehicle that I've spray painted in Kia Clear White. That's the high coat spray paint. So this is one side. It does need to be rubbed down and started again because there's a few little blemishes I'm not happy with. But on the inside, I've done the cockpit black, as it asks, like semi-gloss black, like it asks for in the instructions. And the same with the other side. Let me just grab that a second. So there we go. There's the other side there, and that's all drying off nicely. And this side isn't so bad, but I will give them all a rub down and a redo. So that's the other side with the semi-gloss black in there. So what I thought I'd show you guys while this is drying is just down here I've got the gear stick on a stick and the shifter. So it's just a bit like that. So on this little bit I've got the shifter bottom, so from the square bit on the bottom here downwards I'm going to do silver as the instructions ask, and then from the square bit upwards I'm going to do the semi-gloss black, which I've got just down here, so you can see it just there. So that's what I'm going to do there. And with the H shifter I'm going to stick that in a clamp like this, just very on the end there. I'm going to do that in the Vallejo Air aluminium. So all I'm actually going to do is just pop a little blob on there. That's a bit too much of a big blob, I reckon, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to find a brush. There we go. So I've got quite a nice brush there. I'm literally just going to take a little bit off the end, and I'm going to pop the aluminium on there a little bit like that, quite nice and liberally. Nice thin coats. And what I'll do is, if it needs to, I'll go back over it again with the aluminium if need be. So I'm just literally liberally putting it on there, but quite nice thin coats. The good thing about this air colour is that you can both brush paint, as I'm doing here, or you can put it through the airbrush. I thought just for ease I'll put it through. I'm not going to put it through the airbrush, I am going to paint it just because it's a little bit easier as well. I've noticed it dries a bit quicker. I'm not sure if it's because I've got the heater on in here, which you can probably see in the corner. So yep, I'm going to pop that on there like that. There we go. And then when that's dry, I'm going to come and do the bit on the end there, which is still black as you can see, but I will leave that in for a second. So down to the side here, we've got the gearbox. I'm not sure what you call it, like a hole sort of thing there. Again, this is to be done silver, so this is white at the moment. So the good thing is, you should see this pop quite nicely. It's got some nice details on there, some nice rivet detail on there. So I'm just going to come around and paint that quite nicely, nice and liberal. Get a decent cover. Don't worry if you don't get the cover that you want the first time. You can always come back in again with a thinner coat over the top to finish it off. So I'm just going to go over it a little bit like that. And your finished product, whoops, should look a little bit, let me just make it nice and smooth. Like that, there we go. Let's just run a bit down there. There we go. So as you can see, water, there we go, that's what I want. As you can see, just there, come on, focus. There we go. So there's your nice shifter. So once this is dried, all dried off to the side here, what I'll do is I'll pop this in, and then I shall, over the top, I shall pop in the gear stick, which is just there, and then from there, that will be that's part one all done. So that will just pop into there a little bit like that, as you can see. As you can't see, just like that, as you can see. So that will rock backwards and forwards like that on the real vehicle. So thank you for joining me in part one, guys. Keep your eyes peeled for this one, because I am really looking forward to doing this one. It's one I've been I do like my larger scale cars. The problem is it's just so expensive. This one I actually was quite lucky and found for a £5, so it's £5 English in a charity shop when I was on holiday in September. So I've been quite looking forward to getting this one started. So join me again next time here on our JC Models. Pop over to Facebook, where you can find loads of different video builds and not video builds, like pictures of the builds and that sort of thing. Any upcoming shows we're at, polls. If you've got any suggestions, hit us up there and here in the comment section. So if you click the little bell in the bottom corner there, you'll get a notification every time I upload. Because due to my work schedule, I try to upload as possible as I can, but so because I work on the ambulances, it's quite hard sometimes to get some time to do it. So stick with me, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Trying to upload this one quite regularly. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you at the bench next time. See you guys. Bye.